nutrition coach to the nutrition course. Oh my gosh. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my vision board with you guys. So I'm going to go over my vision board from last year that I did and talk about the goals that I achieved off of it. And then I'm going to go over my vision board that I made for this year, for 2024, and talk about the goals that I have set for myself for this year. If you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and let's go ahead and get started. This will be my 4th year that I've made a vision board. The first year that I made it was the first year that I started my weight loss journey, and so that was January 2021, because then I did January 22, 23, and this is 24. Yeah, so I've done 4. This will be my 4th one. And honestly, when I did it the first year, I never expected that it would help in the ways that it did. It's something that I've just continued to do because it is so helpful to me, and I just enjoy it, and I find that it kind of gives me something to look at each day that reminds me of my goals, and I just enjoy it. So anyway, if you guys find that this is helpful and you want to make a vision board, I definitely recommend it. There are no specific rules that you have to follow, honestly. I feel like mine kind of look tacky when I make them. They look like school projects or something, but honestly, I don't even care because I like how they work for me, and I like having them and seeing them every day. You can do them how you want. You can use your own pictures. You can use pictures from online or magazines. You can just do words or quotes or phrases. I do kind of a combination of both. And so I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This was last year's, which I will link the video from the previous year in the description if you guys wanna go back and see that, but I'm just gonna be going over it today. This one was probably the quickest one I threw together, but again, it still worked. It lasted me the year. It did fall halfway through the year and cracked, so I have a little crack going across it, and it's a little dusty, but I did it and it helped me. So anyway, what I do each year is I pick a word. So last year my word was challenge. The first year I did it, it was confidence, and then the second year was balance. This year was challenge, and then I'll show you guys what my upcoming word will be. First of all, I like to print out pictures of things that motivate me or make me happy. So of course the dogs with the little SpongeBob, the picture of us together at the pumpkin patch. I have a bowl that I've made, me at the gym doing pull-ups, and then this from the WW shoot. So just some of my own pictures, and then I also just get some stock images. So like books, the garden, the cookbook thing, and the organization. Some of them I just find on Google, and then others are my pictures. Then I find the quotes or I type them up myself, and then that's pretty much it. So this was for last year. My biggest goal was to get my plaque for YouTube, which I still can't even believe that I actually did it. I hit 100,000 subs and got the YouTube play button, which was such an accomplishment, something I never imagined I would do in my lifetime. And so that was really exciting, and that was a goal that I had set for myself for 2023. One thing I really wanted to focus on was this: you can't make everyone happy, just kind of letting go of things and doing just the best that I can and not worrying about what other people have to say all the time, because again, I can't make everyone happy, and that was something that I really wanted to work on this year, and I think that I did. But I just wanted to remember to have fun, and we did a lot of different fun things, spent some time with the dogs. I wanted to release a cookbook, and I did that, and that was another huge accomplishment for me this year. Honestly, that was probably a bigger accomplishment than even the YouTube, just because it has been my dream since I was in like 3rd grade to become a chef and to write recipes and have people make them. And so the fact that I actually released a cookbook and had a lot of success with it because of you guys, I appreciate your guys' support so much. It is amazing. And so that was just such an amazing thing to do this year, and to just continue to experience it and have people send me pictures of the cookbook and hear that people like the cookbook and they've been using it truly has been the most gratifying thing. And it's like all this work has really been worth it, because that was probably the highlight of my 2023. I put a picture of a garden because I wanted to have our garden and have success with it. It wasn't as good of a year as I expected, and partially I think we just did too much at once. We bought too many plants, but also the weather wasn't good, and I honestly kind of just gave up halfway through the year because it was so frustrating. Something kept eating our plants, and so it was just not the best. So that wasn't as successful as I wanted it to be this year, but it will be another focus of mine this upcoming year. Another goal of mine was to read 25 books, and I did not do that. I read 4 books in the first 2 months, and then after I finished up my cookbook and stuff, I decided to start up my personal trainer certification. So I did that through NASM, and because of that, I just decided to stop my book goal and to just focus on getting my certification. So instead of reading, it became studying, reading, which still kind of counted towards reading, I guess, but I kind of just swapped those two goals out. So I didn't hit my book goal, but I did hit my goal to become certified as a personal trainer. I passed my test finally, and so now I'm done with that. And now I move on to the nutrition coaching portion, which I think will be even faster for me. Part of it was just that I kept putting off the test because I was scared to take it, and then it ended up being much better than I expected. So I'm happy that I did that. I wanted to get more organized this year, and I did do that. Not as much as I wanted, but honestly, not that bad. I think I did a few random projects here and there that really made a difference around the house, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to continue doing that. I actually already started the year with a few things like that, but it was pretty successful, not as much as I wanted it to be. My other goal was to be able to do a pull-up and a chin-up, and I was able to do both of those by the end of the year. That was something that I just consistently trained at the gym, and it was hard and it was exhausting, and it kind of felt like I just wasn't making progress, but it ended up just taking time and consistency, and I was able to do it. So that was huge, something again that I never expected in my life to be able to do. So that was an awesome goal to achieve this year, and all in all, I did achieve pretty much most of my goals, and so I'm happy with this. Again, having this vision board and looking at it every single day, because I just hang it above my bookshelf. I look at it every day and I think about it, and I think about where I want to be, what I want to achieve, and again, things that make me happy, different reminders on here like growth and comfort do not coexist, don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits, and the secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. So those are some things that really just helped me out to keep me pushing and keep me going this year. So my 2023 vision board was definitely a success. Like I said, this was like the most just thrown together one. I just printed these out with my printer and got the board that I used. I really like to use these foam boards though, but still it worked and it lasted me. And now I have my new one for this year, which I'm more excited about just because I took a little bit more time on it and I just like to look at it, so I'm excited about it. But here's my vision board for this year. Again, it looks like a science fair project, but I don't even care because it works and it makes me happy. So my word of the year this year is going to be focus, which I have right here. It took me a while to come up with the word, but I just have kind of struggled with, again, kind of going from project to project and thinking that I want to get so much done, and then I just don't get anything done because I'm just so overwhelmed. And so my word this year is to just focus, to kind of dial in and make one thing a priority at a time. Although I have a lot of goals for the year, I'm going to work to not overwhelm myself and to kind of set myself up for success and just be prepared. So focus is my word for this year. I just think that that'll help me to kind of dial in and focus. Getting started with my board, what I did this year was I actually ordered the pictures from Walgreens. So I even did like the quotes I just got and printed them as like a 4x6 picture, and then that was easier to cut out and to glue on, which I actually glued them this year. Last year I just used tape. So just walking through this really quickly, over here, I guess, I'm just struggling to hold this board up. Okay. Actually, first, before I get into my board, I just want to show you guys how I plan out my vision board, which is pretty much, I just write it down on a piece of paper. I write 2024 goals, the word that I chose, which I actually did that last, so I just put a box there, and then when I thought of the word, I wrote it in. I wrote out my main goals, like the bigger goals that I want to achieve this year, and then just some things that I wanted to be reminded of, or that I wanted pictures of or quotes about or something. So just some little notes that I jot down. But anyway, going through this year and my goals, first of all, I've got the doggos just because pictures of them make me happy and it reminds me that I just need to spend as much time with them as I can. I have this picture of me at the gym, and this is just for motivation at the gym, but also because I want to create a gym guide this year. And so this is just like a reminder of that and to kind of get me motivated to do that. So it's something that I've been working on and it's something that I really want to get out, but I want to do it right. And that's also why I wanted to get certified in my personal training course. And now that I'm done with that, I can go ahead and move on to creating the gym guide. So that's why I put the picture of me at the gym. I really want to focus on doing more stretching and yoga because it helps so much when I stay consistent with my stretching and I'm flexible, and I just sometimes feel really stiff, especially after like a heavy workout. So I really want to incorporate yoga to the point where I even want to go take a class somewhere, which I'm kind of nervous about, but I want to step out of my comfort zone a little and go take a yoga class or something. So that is a goal of mine this year that I really, really want to do. I think I've put it on vision boards in the past that I just want to focus on stretching, and then I always kind of slack with it. So I'm hoping this year I can hold myself a little more accountable with it. I've got a picture of us picking apples because that's just one of my favorite things to do now in the fall, and it's just a fun thing that this picture just reminds me of that. So again, remembering to do fun things. Same with this other picture of us in the middle. Then I've got my certificate from the NASM personal training course. I have this up here because I'm also going to be doing the nutrition course and just continuing my education with all of these types of things. So that was something I'm proud of, and it'll motivate me to see this. Then I've got a picture of John, the singer from the Maine, because I went and saw them in concert 2 times, actually back to back this year. And it's something I wouldn't usually do. It was such a last minute decision to go see them the first night we did in Milwaukee. And it was such a fun experience, something that I don't usually do, like to just make a last minute decision and not have it like planned out and go to a concert like that. And I just put this picture to remind me to have fun because it was truly one of the best days and it was just an amazing experience. So that's there to just make me happy and remind me of that. I have my Afghan that I just recently crocheted. That's something that I've gotten into lately, is crocheting. I used to do it years ago when I first was starting up my cookie business, and then I just stopped because my cookie business took over, but I've missed crocheting and I just haven't even gotten back to it in like 8 years now. So I decided to pick it back up and quickly got addicted to it again. It's a lot of fun and it's something that helps me to keep my mind off things when I want a snack or at night I'm just stressing out or something or have too much on my mind. If I just start crocheting, it completely kind of clears my mind and it allows me to just relax, which is something I really struggle with. So I have that here so I can do more crochet projects and just keep doing that. Then I've got some quotes. So I have: creativity is inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, and having fun. I have: the past is behind, learn from it. The future is ahead, prepare for it. And the present is here, live it. Just to remind me to live in the present each day because sometimes I get too stressed about the future or thinking about the past. So that's another one that I put on there that I want to remember. And then of course I have something about consistency because that really has been the key to my journey since I started almost 4 years ago. So I have consistency, small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements over time, because it's true. So that just helps me again to remember that. I've got this picture up here where I am the same weight in 2020 as I am in 2023, but you can see the difference in my body composition. And so that's just a reminder to not focus too much on the scale for me, and a reminder that there are so many other ways to measure my progress, especially when I'm working hard in the gym. So I just have that as a reminder to me. So I've got some random food like the veggie mix, the pizza, the burger over here. And those are just to motivate me with recipes and stuff like that, because I'm actually going to be starting cookbook number 2. So I put a picture of my first cookbook up here because again, it makes me happy and it inspires me to look at. And it is going to be my inspiration for starting up cookbook number 2, which I actually did my first recipe with it last night, taking pictures and stuff. I kind of have more of an idea of the process I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do very similar to what I did with my first one, but have a little bit more organization and hopefully get it done quicker. I'm so excited about it though. I'm so inspired. I've got so many ideas and so many recipes I've already made that I haven't written down or even shared on YouTube that I'm really excited about. That is my plan for 2024. It's a big thing to take on, especially with wanting to do the gym guide as well. But I just think it's a really helpful thing, honestly, for me too, to just have everything in one place. And so to have more recipes and to be inspired with that, I'm just really excited. So that's a big plan of mine for 2024. A big goal of mine is to have another cookbook. Then just some flowers from the market because I've enjoyed going to the market. So that kind of just reminds me to take some time to go do things like that I enjoy, and to buy flowers for myself because I love when I have flowers in here, and it's just a little thing that makes me happy and it's just worth it for me. I have these cookies from the follower meetup that I did. There's just like SpongeBob pretzels, Honeycrisp apples, and it says 1 day at a time. So I just put these up here because I liked how the cookies turned out. It reminds me of the meetup and again motivates me to want to do more of those things, which I do want to do another meetup. That was actually another one of my goals for 2023 that I don't think I even put on my vision board, but was to have a follower meetup, and I did that as well. But anyway, that's just there because it makes me smile. I've got a picture of our garden from last year, and that's just because I want to have success with the garden again, but keep it a little bit more simple and under control. I put my YouTube play button just as inspiration to keep creating new things on YouTube because I've been trying to branch out and do different types of videos and stuff, but it's kind of hard when you feel like you have like just one type of video that you make or a few types of videos. It's kind of scary to do like a vlog video randomly. And so I've been trying to do more and more stuff like that or show different things. And so I just want to continue to do that, to be creative with it and to share different content on YouTube. So that's why I put the play button. And I didn't go with any type of like follower or subscriber goal like I have. I think in the past 3 years I've done a different goal, but I'm not really focusing on that as much this year. I just want to focus on the content I'm creating and that it's quality and helpful and that I'm enjoying doing it. So those are my goals for this year with YouTube and just overall everything. So I'm happy with how this turned out. I'm happy that I printed the pictures out because they definitely stay on here better, but I'm gonna go ahead and hang this above my bookshelf, and that is going to be my vision board for 2024. I've got my goals, and like I said, I have them written out over here. So I have cookbook number 2, gym guide, yoga and stretching, crocheting projects, nutrition certification, and continue new content on YouTube. Those are my main goals for 2024. Like I said, if a vision board is something that's helpful for you, you can do it in so many different ways. I even know people that like to just do it on their phone and then make it like their phone background, because then they see it every day. And that's something that could be helpful. Honestly, like taking a picture of this would be smart of me to just have in my phone, but I look at it every day up here and it keeps me motivated, it keeps me inspired, and it keeps me reminded of the things that I have set out for myself to do this year. So I'm excited for 2024 and for a year of focus. I want to hear what your guys' words are if you guys chose a word for the year. I know that's something that is really helpful to people. And honestly, for the past few years, I can kind of summarize my year with that word that I chose, and I pretty much did stick to it. And I feel like it's because I picked it at the beginning of the year and saw it every day, and it just continued to remind me to live that life that I was putting on that board, if that makes sense. So focus is my word this year. Let me hear what your guys' words are in the comments. Let me know if you guys are doing a vision board. I'd love to see other vision boards. I know you can't post them on YouTube, but if you want to send me a DM or anything on Instagram or Facebook, I love to look at other people's vision boards as well. It's fun to just get creative, do what's gonna work for you. And if it looks like a school project, who cares? Because if it helps, that's all that matters. I'm gonna hang this up, and this will be my vision board for 2024. I'm excited. I'm excited to spend another year with you guys. I appreciate your guys' continued support, and thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.